I'm Diego.
And I'm Lupe.
And
This
this
is
is
Hoofbeat
Hoofbeat
News.
On the 19th, a military group came and performed with members of jazz band and symphonic orchestra. I have a story on that.
Recently, students from the jazz band and symphonic orchestra got to work with the military music group. Here's Ezekiel Ellswick to tell us his experience.
Blue Delta is a music group that is part of the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs. So they're not students, but they're like they're part of the U.S. Air Force, and they like perform as a part of the academy. And they're a pop group, and they just perform around and just play music. The rehearsal day was fun. It was nice to be, playing with people who like really are enjoying what they're doing. So overall, it was just fun and productive, very productive. My favorite song that I played was "America the Beautiful." I enjoyed how it sounded. I enjoyed how everything kind of blended together. It was a very like smooth sounding song. My favorite part of the concert was when my friend had his solo in "Sweet Child of Mine" at the beginning. He really enjoyed playing it, so it was my favorite part.
And here's Javi's to tell us his.
It's kind of nerve-wracking just because they're all professional musicians, and you never know, how the group is gonna be or what their personalities are like. But it was really welcoming, so it was nice. "Beat It" by Michael Jackson, because we had the bass part, and it was just fun. I think getting to hear the two guys solo, the guitarist and the pianist, on one of the songs that they played with the band, it was awesome. It was definitely nerve-wracking because we never get mic'd up, and then on top of that, we were sitting in front, so I mean, it was obvious that everybody was gonna hear us, so we kind of had to try our best. I think talking with them and like asking them questions and stuff, because they were just all really, they're really social and really nice and welcoming. So yeah, probably just talking with them.
Thank you to the both of them for telling us their experience, and hope you enjoy the concerts.
Thank you for the story. The science hallway is filled with Riverwatch's posters. You should check it out.
Adrian got to interview directors for screenplays that were selected for Mr. Blake's pop culture class.
Mr. Blake's 4th and 7th hour pop culture classes have entered production of their student-directed short films. 3 students were selected, those being Zachary Riddle, Cody Pataniak, and myself, Adrian Uribe. I sat down with 2 other directors and asked them about their short films.
Hello, my name is Zachary Riddle. I am 17 years old, and I'm a senior here at Fort Morgan High School. So originally, when I started writing the script, I came up with the general storyline at the very beginning of the year with our first project that we were assigned to do in the class. And throughout the year, I've been refining it and changing stuff to make it longer or better in certain spots. Getting chosen, that's when I found out, I was very surprised that I got picked, but at the same time I wasn't. Because from the beginning of the year, Blake has been, constantly making small comments about how I am doing film and stuff. But so getting picked, it wasn't a super surprise, but it was still, a nice surprise to have.
I am Cody Patonyak. I am 18 years old and a senior at FMHS. See, now originally for my screenplay, it was supposed to be a whole nother story about a friend avenging his friend's death, but that required me to do a lot more thinking of how to exactly script that out in a span of a week, and I did not think I was going to get that done in time. So I based off my script off of a previous work, Charmy, the flash fiction, which I adapted that one to Charmy, the comic. So that essentially made it a lot more easier for me to kind of work with in a short amount of time. Look, okay, so my script is not even completed. It's only halfway done. I only have Act 1 and 2. I submitted it just so it can be submitted. I did not think it was going to be in the running. So when I got that email saying, congratulations, you won, I was like, whoa, that's kind of cool. But then it got me thinking like, whoa, that's kind of bad because now I have to actually finish the script, which I'm going to have to pull stuff out of my head.
Best of luck to both Zachary Riddle and Cody Patonyak. We look forward to seeing the finished films.
What the Sigma?
Yearbook is doing a distribution party on Friday. Do not forget to buy your ticket during lunch.
Trent interviewed this year's student directors.
2 weeks ago, auditions were held for the student-directed plays, and here's what the directors have to say.
My name is Adrian Uribe. My show is called Playbird. It is a very much music-oriented show. It is about jazz. It's a love story, and it's like finest form. It's a love story. A love for people, a love for, a passion for something. But it's about a guy who's involved in a not so good group of people, but he's kind of having to choose whether he wants to play music. We rehearse Mondays and Thursdays from 7:15 to about 9. This is my first time. It's not my first time that I've signed up. I remember signing up last year for it, but I didn't get it. But I'm glad to be doing it this year. I'm real excited for it. Get on Mrs. Good's side, first off. But, that's like funny, but it's also very true. Like, if Miss knows you're reliable, if she knows if she knows you kind of have a passion for drama and these things, she's way more willing to, when it comes time to signing up for being a director, she's way more likely to pick you. But getting involved, just getting in drama, showing interest in these things, talking to Miss about it. Yeah. My lead actors are Cody Patonyak, who's playing Robin, the main male lead part, and Sophia McRory, who is playing Nina. She's our female lead. Definitely. I think they're always kind of overlooked because it's, at the end of the year, which isn't usually the case. We usually do them in between shows. But it's end of the year, people get busy or they lose kind of interest in stuff like that. But if you do lose interest, you're missing out on like what could be a really fun, great show to do. So yeah, they're definitely overlooked. I think people should definitely it's just as much fun as a musical or a play, bigger, but these are smaller, so you have less things to worry about. So you're having just as much fun without as much work to do.
That's all from the first director, and let's see what the second director has to say.
My name is Alicia Butonet. My show is about another play, and it's like a murder mystery. We rehearse Monday night from 7:15 till 9 and Thursday night from 7:15 till 9. This is my first time being a director, yeah. So you have to audition to be a director, and you have to fill out paperwork and be chosen by Miss Larson. My lead actor would be Bryce Adolph. I would recommend auditioning because it's a good chance to get more experience being in shows, and it's a good chance for Miss to see how you act on stage, and it's a great opportunity.
That's all the directors had to say. Next year, come audition for the student-directed plays.
Thank you for that, Trent. The Mustang store is open during Wednesdays and Fridays during lunch. Be sure to check it out.
That is all the time we have for this week's episode on Hoofbeat News.
From all of us at Hoofbeat News,
Have a great week, FMHS.